Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Bill Potter, and we are at the Dubois County 4-H Fair, as we have been all this week, as the Dubois County 4-H Fair runs yet tonight and tomorrow. The fair is a great time for kids to show off the things that they have done, and we're going to talk to some kids who are from the Northeast Dubois area. Do you all live in Dubois?
Me and her both live in me and her brother and sister, we live in Hayesville, and this is her friend, and she lives in Cusco, but she still goes to Dubois with us.
In Cusco. Is that in Dubois County?
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, first of all, this is Mary Seybold, right, Mary? And where do you go to school?
Dubois.
Dubois Elementary. All right. And you are Paige Troxal, and you go to school?
At Northeast Dubois.
Okay.
Elementary.
Elementary. Okay. And Zach Torxal, and you go to school?
At Northeast Dubois Middle School.
Middle school. Soon to be in high school, right? Okay. Now, you guys have horses, but two of you, and I think maybe you too, have a different kind of horse, and that there's little miniature horses out here at the fair. First of all, we're going to start with you. We'll start with you, Zach. You've got the microphone. Zach, tell us about the horses that you have out here, because you have a big horse and a small horse. Tell us about them.
Well, my horse Star, she's a chestnut. She's 13 years old, and she's been here for 3 years, and this is her 4th year. And I'm going to be doing gaming, halter, showmanship, English, all the different classes with her. She's a really good horse. I love her very much. And Princess, this is her 1st year at the fair, and I really like her a lot. And I'm going to do English with her, and English gated jumping, and English equitation, and all the other classes. And I love her too.
Okay, so Princess is a regular horse. Mm-hmm. Is that right? A quarter horse?
Yeah.
Okay. How many hands?
Probably around the same, about 14, maybe 15, around the same one as my other one, Star.
Okay, and then did you have a miniature horse?
No, I'm not taking one.
Okay, so one horse you're riding, one horse you're showing? Is that kind of how?
Well, I'm both showing them, but I'm both riding them, but I'm doing them in like 2 different ones. Like one of my horses is gated, and my other one is regular, which is regular gait.
Okay, so you're talking about the way they run, or the way the stride that they have.
That's different classes.
Okay, so they run differently?
Yeah.
Is it something somebody could see and it would be obvious to them that they have a different gait, or is that just something a horseman has to know?
I think it's pretty obvious, because the gated, they pick up their knees higher, and you don't have to post when they trot in the saddle. And regular gait means you have to post in the saddle when they trot, and it's very different. Their trot is very different. It's really obvious.
Okay, now Zach, tell us about your horse is here at the fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so for 1 week we're going to see you with your horse at the fair, but you don't just put the horse in a stall and say, "Well, I'm done until next year." It takes a lot of work throughout the year. What do you do on a regular day with the horse?
Well, first of all, I both brush them. You have to get them groomed carefully, and you got to keep them healthy. And next, you have to put the saddle on them, make sure everything's good and tight. And I practice all my things that I learn here at 4-H about every meeting, like side passing and learning how to do a slow trot for English, and learning how to, like pole bending and barrels and keyhole speed and action, all the gaming stuff too.
Have you ever fallen off?
Yes, I did. I did my 2nd year with Star at the clinic. I was going around the barrels, and she was a fast horse, and I wasn't really used to fast, and I couldn't hold her back around the 3rd barrel at the end. So when I went around, I was running out, and all of a sudden I lost my right stirrup, and I was trying to turn her, and she was turning this way around the gate, and I fell off the other side and hit my head on one of those metal rails.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you seem normal, so I guess it must not have done too much damage. Okay. Oh, that says a lot for you, because you were thrown off your horse, essentially, but you got right back on and are still riding today.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay, now you also, we're going to change the subject from horses, but we're going to get to you girls in just a moment. You're in shooting sports.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
In shooting sports, you get your 1st year, you get to pick all kinds of different guns. There's different groups, like round robin pistol, muzzleloader, shotgun, and there's also bow and arrow. But my favorite is shotgun, and it's really fun. You get to learn about all these cool guns. But first, before you do all of that, you got to go through the Hunter Ed course and pass before you have to go to shooting sports.
So the most important thing is you learn safety with the firearm.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Zach, if you could pass the mic to your sister, Paige Troxal. And Paige, what do you have here at the fair?
I have a pony and a miniature pony.
Okay, Okay, so you have a pony and a miniature pony?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ponies are already small. How much smaller can they get? Show me the difference in the sizes.
I think the tallest that they can get is about maybe this tall.
A pony, you mean?
Yeah,
Is that the head? That would be the head, right?
the withers.
The withers. What's a
Yeah.
withers?
Right at the end of their neck before their back starts to go.
Okay.
It's like that. There's a little bump there, and you
Okay.
can tell.
And that's the withers.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a pony.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a miniature pony.
Yeah.
How big is a miniature pony?
Probably the biggest they can get is about this. So.
Is she telling the truth there, Mary? She is? Okay, because I saw you were kind of checking that, make sure she had that right. So, Paige, the miniature pony you probably don't ride. Is that
No.
right? Okay. But you ride your pony.
Yes.
Have you ever fallen off?
Yes, a couple times.
A couple times. So you
yeah.
just get right back on again, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt me. So when I go around the last barrel during my barrel class, sometimes she steps in a hole and she falls over on her side.
Oh, okay. So you and the horse,
Yeah.
or the pony,
Yeah.
fall down. Okay. What's the difference between a pony and a horse? Pony's big. I mean, a horse is bigger,
Yeah.
obviously. Okay. Do you own your pony?
Yes,
What's its name?
Rosie.
Rosie. How long have you had Rosie?
Maybe about 2 to 3 years.
Okay. And what do you do with it on a daily basis with Rosie?
Pretty much the same thing my brother does. I brush her, and then I saddle up and ride, and then I spray her off after I'm done.
Okay. Now, do horses have to have horseshoes, or are they only having to have horseshoes if they ride on a trail?
No, if they are tender-footed, then they have to get horseshoes.
What makes them tender-footed? You mean like tender feet? They are soft.
Yeah, like walking on rocks all the time.
Okay. Do your horses have horseshoes?
No.
No. So they're tough-footed. Is
Yeah.
that what they call it?
Yeah.
What is that? Hard-footed? I don't know what they call that. Okay. Now let's tell me about your favorite thing to do in 4-H.
My favorite thing to do is contesting because I like to go really fast on my horse, and she likes to go really fast too.
You know, something we want you to know about the Horse and Pony Show is basically it happens almost every night at the Dubois County 4-H Fair. So while you're watching this, some events have already happened, but some will also be coming up. So anytime you come out to the fair, go on down to the horse barn. Now, if someone comes down to the horse barn, is it okay to touch the horses and the ponies?
Yes.
Okay. Do they bite? Do they kick?
No, not usually.
Okay. So they're always in a good mood?
Yeah.
What are you doing special because of the heat out here at the fair for your horse?
Every night after I get done riding, I always spray her off really, really good so the sweat doesn't stick to her, make her sticky and itchy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I braid her mane so she can get air underneath her mane,
Okay.
so she doesn't get really sweaty.
Oh, okay. Horses sweat.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's pass the mic on to Mary Seybold. And Mary, tell us about the horse that you have out here at the fair. It's this great big horse, isn't it? It's about this big?
No.
No? Tell me about it.
It's a miniature pony.
What's its name?
Thunder. His name's Thunder.
Thunder.
He's been entered a few years before.
Okay. Now, this is not really, some of these horses you own, but some of them you can lease.
Yeah.
So you're leasing the miniature horse or miniature pony, and you're leasing your miniature pony.
Yes.
But it's really cool that you can show it out here at the fair. This is your first year at the fair?
Yes.
What is your favorite thing about the 4-H fair?
You can learn all kinds of new things, and there's tons of things you can do and try.
What is something you learned that you didn't know this year?
I didn't know how to do the stepping thing for contesting.
A stepping thing for contesting. What is that?
It's where you have to hold your horse and you have to do a 3-step of cross, and it depends on where the judge is standing.
Okay, and is the judge judging you or the pony?
It depends on what you're in. In showmanship, they are judging the person who's taking the horse, and in halter, it's judging the horse.
Okay, now you're just 10 years old, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're just starting your 4-H career. What are some other projects you're hoping that you can take as you grow older through 4-H?
Probably shooting sports, and that's probably it. I don't really know.
There's just so much to do. You have to get through this year and kind of learn. This is your first year, isn't it, in
Yes.
4-H? Okay. Now, what's your favorite food at the 4-H fair?
I don't know.
Probably all of it. What about you, Paige?
Favorite food?
Yeah, your favorite food.
My favorite food is their loaded
French fries, they have ranch and cheese and bacon bits on them, and it's all melted.
Okay, Zach, how about you?
I like their elephant ears and the loaded French fries and like some of their cheeseburgers. Their cheeseburgers are really good.
Okay, and Zach, I didn't get to ask you, but what's your favorite part of 4-H?
My favorite part is contesting and making new friends and learning about new things, and it's really fun. I really love it. I think people who join next year, I think everybody would love it. It's really fun once you get to know it.
All right, well, thanks to Zach Torxal, Paige Troxal, and Mary Seybold, who have been our guests. They are 4-H'ers from Dubois, all members of the Horse and Pony 4-H Club. Zach is a member of the Shooting Sports 4-H Club as well. There's a bunch of different 4-H clubs, one near you if you have kids or if you yourself would like to join 4-H. Remember, they're also needing adult volunteers if you would like to participate. It's Fair Week in Dubois County. We'll continue all the way through tomorrow, and so make sure that you come out to the Dubois County 4-H Fair. There is something to see and do and plenty of food to enjoy. I'm Bill Potter, thanking our three guests and thanking you for watching WJTS. We're local people watching local people.